Hello everyone, we are from Group 1 and today we will present our project titled Digital Transformation Inventory and Sales Management. And this project is developed by
The name is Alzalia Falista.
And I'm Rian Fikri Ramadan.
My name is Anjani Asegina.
and I'm Dimas Akmar Pradita. Our project focuses on digitizing inventory and sales process to make them more accurate, efficient, and easier to manage.
Project objective: to design and implement a mobile-based information system that helps increase the efficiency and accuracy of operational activities at Mulia Busana Store. Specifically, the system aims to streamline transaction workflow through structured data processing, integrate multiple cashless payment options to ensure secure and rapid financial exchange, and provide real-time analytics on sales performance and inventory levels to support strategic decision making. This project uses the waterfall model as the system development approach. The model consists of five sequential stages. And the first one is requirement analysis, is identifying system needs through observation and interview. And second, system design, designing the architecture, database structure, and interface layout. And the third one, implementation, coding and developing the mobile application according to the design. And fourth, testing, verifying that all features work properly and meet user requirements. And the last one, maintenance, performing updates and improvements after deployment. Problem identification at Mulia Busana Store. There are three problems. And the first, transaction recording. Manual transaction recording causes errors and delays. And second, inventory tracking. Inventory tracking is not real time or integrated. And the third, debt management. Debt and receivable records risk being lost. And the fourth is stock reports. Sales and stock reports are slow and often inaccurate. And the real last, payments inefficiency. Cash only payments reduce efficiency and customer convenience. Actor identification. We has interviewed the store owner, that is my father, I guess. Oversees the entire store operation, monitors sales and stock reports, and has full access to the system for decision making. And cashier records sale transactions and print receipt. And the system stores, manage, and displays transaction data, product stock, financial reports, and supports login or logout and user access control.
Okay, so there is system requirement analysis. Next slide, please. So first of all, we have non-functional requirements. Then we have a maintain security, attractive and easy to understand display, and the false performance that we rate on the high priority ones. Next. So there is functional requirements. First, we have automatically enter expense and income, display the address and status of the Mulia Fashion store, able to summarize data easily, display transaction receipts, and show warehouse inventory stock. That all of it where we rate on a high priority and a middle one. Next. Okay, there we have upload proof of transaction fund. We give a high priority. Show available product stocks, display financial records such as loans and debts, print report on fund usage, and display a chart. We give it in the middle ones, and the low priority is display the login menu. Next. So here we have a use case diagram, right? Okay, so this is our use case diagram. It It visually represents the boundary of our system and the main interaction between our actors, which is the owner, the cashier, and the system itself. Well, the cashier focus here, the cashier primarily interacts with produce sales transaction and manage product inventory. And the owner focus is the owner has unique access to sales summary and manage access right. And the shared responsibility, both cashier and owner can access and use manage product inventory and tracks and manage debts and receivable. Next.
And this is the diagram flow. Sorry. And this is the data flow diagram. So the first thing is the cashier will be transacted data to the system cashier, and from the system cashier will be go to the system, and system will be update stock, go back to the system cashier, and system cashier will report to the owner. Next slide, please. Okay. The data flow diagram level 1 is from the cashier will be scanning barcode to the stock input, and stock input will be checking the stock from the stock data and to the stock input, and from the stock data we're going to transaction process, and the transaction process will go to the transaction data, and from the transaction data we'll go to the stock update. If it go to the if it will be updating stock, the stock update will go to the stock data again, and from the sales report either will go to the owner report data or going back to the stock update. Okay, next slide to the level 2. Starting from the retrieve sales data, we'll go to the aggregate data and going to generate report to the save report, provide report to owner, and end it to report data. And next slide will retrieve item list, decrease stock quantity, save update stock, and either go to stock data or validate low stock threshold. And the last one, starting from calculate total price, we'll go to the receive payment and validate payment. And if it's okay, we'll generate the receipt and go to save transaction record. And lastly, we'll go to the transaction data. That's it. Next slide.
Okay, so next, this is the prototype of our application. So first we have 4 menus, which is finance, product stock, transaction details, and credit. As you can see, it also includes the employee detail and permission editor. It also have the stock inventory and the notification if the product is on low stock. Next slide. And then this is the menu for finance to show the income and expenditure of daily, weekly, or monthly. And then there is also the transaction history with for each customer that is also equipped with the time and date. And then there is also the credit list for a customer who hasn't paid fully. And then this is the advantages and disadvantages. So first of all, the advantages is a clear and structured documentation, real case implementation, comprehensive requirement analysis, future scalability, detailed use case scenarios, and the disadvantages are there is no risk analysis or security model, non-functional requirements are not expanded into metrics, no database schema or ERD, no backup and recovery strategy, and scalability and multi-branch support is not discussed. That's all for our presentation. We apologize if there is any mistake on our behalf. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.